only a plus-size model, mother, and author, she has also been named one of Time's most influential people on the internet. We're going to speak with her live in a minute, but first, watch this. Mississippi-born Tess Holliday made history as the largest plus-size model to be signed with a major agency, featured in magazines like Marie Claire, Glamour, and Cosmo, and appearing in ads for Dermalogica and JCPenney. Holliday is a social media star with more than 1.6 million followers on Instagram and over 1.7 million on Facebook. This mother of two is now at the forefront of the body positive movement after years of intense bullying about her size. Writing openly about her struggles in her book, The Not-So-Subtle Art of Being a Fat Girl. And now Holliday is gracing the cover of Self's first digital issue, reminding people why her weight is no one's business but her own. And Tess Holliday is here with us now. Congratulations. What do you think the significance of this cover is?
You know, everybody keeps asking me that, and I don't think that I've fully processed it. I was quite emotional on set, but seeing it come out and getting all of the feedback from some of my very critical friends, and they're saying, like, you have no idea how much this means, I think it's kind of starting to sink in. But Self magazine set the precedence. They basically have like lit everybody else their heels on fire and said, like, you guys need to wake up. So
Yep.
it's really exciting.
I feel like the real progress will be made when this is no big deal.
Yeah.
Right?
It's going to be interesting to see, like, when, like when it's not in the press, to see how people follow. But the good thing is I'm not going anywhere, so I plan to do more of this.
You really are a trailblazer, though. You're one of the first in sort of the body positivity movement when that wasn't a thing. And I know you use the term fat positivity activist. Can we talk about that term? Because I think most Americans believe that term fat is a negative and they shouldn't use it.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I put it in the title of my book, to basically reclaim it and say, you know what, guys, like, I am fat, but I also am a redhead, and I'm a mom, and I'm a pizza enthusiast, you know? Like, it's just, like, how I choose to describe myself, and there's no shame in it for me. And so by reclaiming the word, it's basically telling other people, like, you can be who you want to be, and there's no shame in it. If that's how you're happy, then do you.
Why do you think people feel so strongly about the issue of weight? You know, like you say, I'm also a redhead. Nobody judges you for being a redhead, but people do judge you based on body size.
Yeah, well, there was a guy on Twitter, Barry, who was like, I'm paying all this money for your health insurance for future costs. And I was like, boo, I'm fine. Like, I pay my own health insurance. I pay taxes. Like, you don't need to worry about me. But for some reason, people are so worried because basically people look at me and they are so terrified to be me, to be fat, that they're just like, anything they can do, they're like, no. But the reality is, like, I'm happy and thriving and, like, living my dreams. And, like, you should be happy for me. Like, but they're miserable. That's what it comes down to.
I read that you said, look, I'm not trying to recruit people.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not
just trying to live my own life.
100%. I'm not selling Tupperware. I'm not recruiting. No one is going to look at me on the cover of Self and be like, I want to gain weight and, like, be that fat. You know? They're just...
You too can do it.
Yeah, right? I mean... But, you know, it's just basically saying, like, it's because they're hearing love yourself from someone who happens to exist in a fat body. And I think that's shocking for some, or for a lot.
Listen, Tess has been through a lot and has been very open about her battles, including her battle with postpartum depression, something millions of women deal with, but few openly talk about. We'll pick it up there with Tess Holliday after the break. And we're back now with plus-size model Tess Holliday. Tess, is it true that this cover shoot is the first shoot you've done without shapewear, like the Spanx or whatever?
Yeah, it was the first one I've done without shapewear and without a bra. I had like swim tops on and stuff, but it was fun. It was freeing and really comfy, except for laying in the grass and getting all scratched up. But that was my idea, so I can't blame anybody.
I give you major props for getting rid of the Spanx, because I would not go on television in that condition, and never do. Carolyn Kilstra is with us now, and she's the editor-in-chief of Self, which is now digital. And so they've chosen to make Tess the cover girl for a reason, which was what, Carolyn?
we wanted to send a message. Self is a health brand. We want to help people live healthier lives, and it's important that we show a broad diversity of people.
And I know you said, because you wrote sort of a letter about Tess, and you said, look, people who engage in concern trolling when it comes to overweight or heavy people, you're not helping. So can you explain that?
Yeah.
Because, people say, like, but it's not healthy.
Right. People say that all the time, and it's rude and it's super unhelpful. Research shows that shaming people for their weight does not help them become any healthier. It hurts their mental health, and it doesn't lead to weight loss. In fact, it's associated with weight gain. If you are genuinely concerned about somebody's health, then the last thing you should do is treat them like garbage.
Yeah. Honestly, it's like, I do feel like weight is one of the only areas where people feel like they can weigh in. Like, if you see somebody smoking a cigarette in the street, you don't walk over to them and say, get that out of your mouth. Yeah. It's none of, what business is it of mine how you choose to live your life? If it's not hurting me, I think most of us should just keep our mouths shut. Tess, what I love about you is you're very open, and you're giving us a different perspective on weight. And as somebody who comes from, my mother loves it when I point this out, but a long line of heavy people, I appreciate it because the bullying I've seen them go through was heartbreaking to me as a kid. You have also been open about your battle with postpartum depression. Yeah. And this is something too few women are willing to talk about because they feel shame. They feel like people will think they don't love their kid or something, which is completely wrong. You have 2 children. Did you have it with both of them?
I had it a little bit with Riley, who's my 12-year-old, but I had severe postpartum and delayed postpartum with Bowie, my 2-year-old.
And so, how did that manifest for you?
I didn't realize it at first. I went back to work 5 weeks after having Bowie. I had a cesarean. So it was like a lot. I was not my best, but I really didn't have a choice because of work. So I went back. And I think I just had a lot of strain from work and things like that and my relationship. And all of a sudden, in about November, December of this past year, I started having really dark thoughts. And I couldn't really figure out why. And then it was my husband basically telling me, I've never seen you like this. And I told him I felt like I was drowning. So I went and saw my doctor and started taking medication. I started doing self-care, and I'm better now, but it was really dark for a really long time.
Wow. And you've gotten yourself to a better place.
I have, yeah. I realized through all of it that I was so busy taking care of everyone else around me that I wasn't taking care of myself. And as a mom, you're no good to like your children or your family if you aren't looking after yourself mentally and emotionally. I know people will say physically, but yeah.
You're absolutely right. I mean, for me, it helps me. I look at that beautiful picture of you and I see triumph over a lot. And if you don't believe me, check out Tess's book, which is amazing. And I just love your courage. So God bless you. Good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All the best. Come back.
Thanks.
We'll be right back.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.